Okay, good morning. Today we are working on CO3. I can order rational numbers and identify opposites and absolute values. So we've been working with those rational numbers all week. We're just taking it one step further. Okay. So first thing we have to do is figure out our definitions. What does absolute value mean? Absolute value is the distance of a number from zero. So that's saying how far it is from zero. It's always going to be a positive number. Whether your number is on the positive side of the number line or the negative side, you're counting how many jumps it'll take to get to zero. So it's always going to be a positive number. Okay, if it's -4, it's 4 jumps to get to zero. If it's +3, it's 3 jumps to get to zero. We're just counting how many jumps to zero. So absolute value is always, always, always positive. Opposite numbers are numbers that are the same distance from zero. They have the same absolute value. So, -10. What would its absolute value be? Good. 10. It's 10 jumps to zero. +10. What's its absolute value? 10. It's 10 jumps from zero. So those two numbers are opposites. They both have an absolute value of 10. They are the same jumps to zero. So think about it this way. Opposites are, it's the same number. One's positive, one's negative. So -10 and 10 are opposites of each other. They're both 10 jumps from zero. Same number, one's positive, one's negative. They both have the absolute value of 10, which is a +10. Because absolute value, you're just counting how far away from zero. So -10's absolute value is 10, +10 is absolute value is 10. So another term for the opposite of a number is its additive inverse. Oof, big kid vocabulary math words. Additive inverse means the exact same thing, because the inverse means the opposite. Okay? This is because a number's opposite is whatever you can add to it in order to make 0. So an 8, you add a -8, you get to 0. -8, you add a +8, you get to 0. So it's additive inverse. For each value, A to F, labeled on the number line, write the value of the number, its opposite, and its absolute value. For the letters G to K, plot its value on the number line, then write its opposite and absolute value. So let's go through one to see what does that mean. So I'm going to look at A. I need to write its value is -5. So I'm going to put that right up here. Its value is -5. What is its opposite? Laurel? 5. So where that O is, that means opposite. So I'm going to write a +5. What is -5's absolute value? Grace? Yeah, 5. Okay, so you're going to write what the number from the number line is write its opposite, and look at it, write its absolute value. Then underneath, we see the number. We need to put its plot on the number line. So 1 and 2/3. So here's my 1. Where do we think 2/3 would fall? Would it be right next to the 1? No, 2/3 is getting closer to the 2. So I'm going to put it about here, about 2/3 of the way over, and I'm going to label it G, because it's G. Then I have to look, okay, 1 and 2/3, what is its opposite? Who can tell me the opposite of 1 and 2/3? Ellen?
-1 and 2/3.
-1 and 2/3. What is 1 and 2/3? Absolute value. Henry?
1 and 2/3.
1 and 2/3. You need to fill in the rest the same way. Remember, the further to the left you go on the number line, the smaller your value is. Check letter J. Is your point on the correct side of -4? -4.1 is smaller than -4. So ask yourself, which side is it going to be on? If it's smaller, it needs to be to the left of -4, right? Because this is -3. Here's -4. -4.1 is smaller than -4, so we need to go on the left side. We don't want to go on the right because that's saying -4.1 is bigger. So be careful with those negative numbers, that you're plotting it in the right place. And then sometimes my binder is different because it's older, and you might have a question or two at the bottom. All right, you do have the questions at the bottom. So we have some word problems at the bottom. You need to read through it and answer it the best that you can. So read through the word problems at the very bottom to answer the best that you can. Now, before I stop the recording, before I let you guys go, you guys did really good getting your homework done. We are getting to that point though, where sometimes we have homework and we forget that we have homework in math. Because sometimes we get it done in class and sometimes we don't get it done. So here's what I need you to do. At the end of every math class, you've got your assignment notebook right with you. When I say it's time to switch, I'll try to remember, so I forget a lot, but I try to remember, pull out your assignment notebook. If you've got your math done, cross it off. Cross off CO3 on that assignment notebook. If you did not finish it and you have homework in it, circle it. Put a star next to it. So at the end of the day, when we pull out our assignment notebooks to get starred, we'll see it circled. We'll make sure to put our math binder into our backpack. Okay? When you go to your locker after class, put your math binder into your backpack so we're not sitting on the bus going, oh no, I forgot my math homework. You don't make it home at night going, oh, sweeties, I have math homework. If you do forget, it's not the end of the world. You won't get your point for that math problem for that day, right? So I walk around and I check, you got it. Oh, you don't have it done, you're gonna get an M for missing. So when I put in homework, we don't get full credit for our homework because we didn't have it done on time. Those are points you cannot earn back. On the test, we can redo the practice work, we can retake those objectives, and we can get full credit back. You cannot get credit back from math homework. You will be able to, one missing isn't going to ruin your grade, but if it becomes a pattern and you have lots of missing, that's when I have to email parents and say, hey, check in with your child, make sure they're getting their homework done. Okay? Quietly work. You should have plenty of time to get this done today. If you're working, do not race. If we go too fast, we make simple mistakes. As an adult who's done pre-algebra many years ago, I will still make mistakes if I go too fast. Slow down and make sure you're doing it correctly. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.